What's good? This is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So let's start off with cleaning up some mess. So this morning's video, I mentioned that issue again with Tether, and I said it was New York State Department of Financial Services. It wasn't. It was Consumer Research. I mentioned that it was Joaquin that called me, and it wasn't. It was Rick Ritchie that had clued us in on that. Somebody had posted NYDFS, and I don't know why it stuck in my head. I guess it's because NYDFS does some dumb shit. Anyway, excuse my language, but it's Friday. I really don't care. Not applicable. I am up on everything except Tron. Tron is not that far away from its all-time high, so yeah, I get it. Tonight's question: the market is up. Where was your biggest gain? Large caps, mid caps, small caps, micro caps are the answers the choices that I gave. And right now we only have 2 votes. We'll hold that until the end, and now we'll go over it then. I do not have a link for Sunday in my email. Dude, I know I sent it to you. You might have gotten even it alone. Did you check your garbage? Yeah, did you check your garbage? Hit me up on, do you have Instagram? You can hit me up on Instagram. We're taking care of all that stuff, the direct messaging on growmybag.tv. We should have it up in a couple of weeks. And we'll see what the story is. Yeah, more of that same wine from last night. Oh, it was so good. New bottle. Good evening. Joaquin in the house. Hutanix in the house. Swift's new digital asset plans. There's no way in the world that Swift is building this out without the help of Chainlink. There's no way. There's no flipping way. I would say it's impossible. Absolutely impossible. The reason why is because they want to bridge traditional finance with modern finance. Who does that? Chainlink. So I'd be shocked if Chainlink was not involved. I mean, they're literally walking Chainlink into all the banks out there. They want that relationship to grow. They really do. Right? And I think what Swift is doing is going to be, we don't see it now. There are no murmurs about it now. I'm just looking forward. I'm thinking that that's going to be a great thing for most countries that are going to go up against BRICS. I really do. I really do. Rock Wallet obtains another U.S. money transmitter license, just like X. X isn't doing anything, but they're just racking up licenses. Makes you wonder what they're all about. I think my best news today, there's a lot of news, but I think my best news today is actually Kraken, because last time Kraken folded, they got hit with $1 million thing and they paid the $1 million and said, okay, I'm sorry, and they walked away. This time, they're fighting back against the SEC. They're like, not only are we going to fight you, but we're actually going to we want this public. So we want a jury trial. Take that on the chin. All right, so right after the show, I'll take a look and I'll send it again to you, young man. Because you actually signed up on Grow My Bag. First name begins with a D. Just say yes or no. All right, just say yes or no. MicroStrategy. Wow. So when you look at the charts, when I was doing my TA stuff today, I was looking at the charts, and there came a point where I thought we were going to, plow through the 200-day moving average. And then, yeah, I got you, Hutanic. Because I know the last name, so I know it's you. I'll just send it again. Not a big deal. I will be pissed if you don't get it this time, because I sent it to you the last time. So I'll be pissed if you don't get it this time. So if you don't get it this time, if I have your phone number, I will call. I will absolutely call. If you're looking at MicroStrategy, $1.1 billion, they sold some shares to buy $1 billion of Bitcoin. Whew. Tell me that's not bad. That's, whew, lordy. It'll be 91, office number is 914. So that's going to be insane. I think that was the pop that we got today. There was a lot of good news that happened today, but all of it just little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. We got a little bad news, right? Because FTX and Alameda basically unstaked about $1 billion worth of Solana. That is going to have some sort of effect. How much of an effect? I don't know. I don't know if they're moving it just yet. I don't know if Grayscale is going to swoop in, trust, so that they just buy it all. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an OCC transaction, right? So we'll see how that works out. Then we have Magic Eden. So you know, OpenSea got hit with the whole NFT thing. I think that's going to wind up going away. But then what happens? Magic Eden says, "Oh, we welcome the regulatory clarity." You're a little bit late to the game, buddy. How about you sit down and shut the hell up? Because if you were going to say something, you should have said something when it first happened. But you punked out. You punked out and said, "Oh, I'm not going to get involved because I'm next." Yeah, dude, you should have spoken up then, because you're definitely on the chopping block. You're next. You're definitely it. You, Rarity, or whatever that company is, all of them. So you should be standing up and going, "Yes, I know it's competitive stuff, but we should be standing by OpenSea right now. We should all be standing by OpenSea right now." And you didn't. You wait like weeks later and then you want to come out your face? Shut up. No respect. No respect for you. None. Not even a little bit. Not even the tiniest of ounces. So I have a problem with that. But it's Friday flips. Not the crypto overflow. It's Friday flips. You want to know what happens on Friday flips? I never said it out loud, but I generally let you guys determine where the stories are going to go, what we're going to talk about. So hit me up in the chat and let's see what we're going to talk about tonight. Let's definitely see what we're going to talk about tonight. Right now, I'm still keying in on Swift. Something else that happened. I watched Poll pop up, right? Because the crossover happened, and I'm like, "Oh, that's going to be delicious. That is absolutely going to be delicious." So it popped a bit. Everybody's popping a bit. Why? Because Bitcoin is up. When was the last time we saw 60? It was a long time ago. And now we're looking at 60. Just saying. And then next week, what do you think is going to happen? Right? I mean, if you look right here, right? Here's where we caught, oh man, I forgot to, here you go. We caught support here. We caught support here. Because here's where I thought it was gonna cross. I thought it was gonna take another dip down and cross. But instead, we got news and it was abrupt. It was an abrupt upward move. Right? We were coasting along, and it looked like we were gonna dip again, and then all of a sudden, we just abruptly started going up. And look at the volume. The volume tells us, yes, this is a positive move. It's supported by the volume. Like you could tell down here, not really supported, got a nice little pop. You know what I mean? Right here, got a nice little pop. Right here, got a nice little pop here. And then you see we have a lot of volume going on right here. Next week, there is going to be a decrease in federal rates. That's absolutely going to happen. Absolutely going to happen. So what happens at that point? Well, let's talk about traditional finance and what that means for Not the blockchain, but blockchain. Traditional finance is in trouble. I said it out loud, full throated, full chested. Traditional finance is in trouble. Captain Bananas in the house. Why do I say that? I say it because I've been saying this for a long time. Nobody has redefined what banking is. I need a bank to put my money in to save. I need a bank to pull my money out to pay bills. I don't write checks anymore, so I don't need you to print checks. That whole printing checks business is done. If a company asks me to actually, if a company asks me to actually send them a check, I don't do business with that company. Like, seriously, what? Nah, I'm good off that. You're too far behind for me to even do business with you. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Send you a check. So when I look at traditional finance, it's what do I expect the bank to do? Just starting with the banks. Forget about everything else. Forget about insurance and investment banking. Just regular banks. What do I expect them to do? Here's a better question, or a harder question. What do I expect banks to do, that I can't do in modern finance? With DeFi. Get a loan? I can do that. Get a mortgage? I can do that. If everybody woke up today and said, I'm not going to put my money in a bank. I'm going to put my money in digital assets and then stake. There are assets out there you could stake and get like 7%. Not even think about it. Just leave it there for a while. Get your 7%, liquid staking, keep it moving. 3% here, 5% there, 7% there. What do you care? You're not doing anything with it. Right, Hutanik? That's what you're doing, right? So you sit there and you're kind of like, well, so what does a bank do? You're not giving me anything. Well, let me rephrase. Sorry. You're not giving me enough. Actually, no. Let me rephrase. You're not giving me anything. I know. Hear me out. Ty Dalla, what up? So I sit there. So, let me get this straight. So you say what's up to CB, but you don't say what's up to the rest of us? I feel slighted, sir. I feel slighted. Grab my box of tissues. So when I look at traditional finance and I say they're in trouble, I say traditional finance is in trouble because if we all got together and we all said, well, we're holding, I'm holding digital assets. I'm just going to put it all in digital assets. I'll keep enough cash on a monthly basis to pay my bills. Everything else is going to be in digital assets. Great. Put it in digital assets. I stake everything that I can stake. We'll get into staking in a minute. Bear with me. What happens to those banks when all that money leaves? Oh, now they have problems. Now they've got big problems. 2 of the 3 drive-through lanes are virtual tellers. Yeah. Oh, man. I have to read this out loud because it's too good. 2 out of the 3 drive-through lanes are virtual tellers at my bank. What are they doing? I need a reason to stay. They spend a lot of time. You know what? And it's not just banks. Look at all of the bigger businesses that are out there. Businesses that, have enough so that, they have an 800 number or a call-in number or whatever. They were making it hard for you to reach a human being before. Now you can. They're making it hard for you to even find a phone number. Go try. You can find the phone number, but you've got to dig. Remember when you used to go to a website? Phone number is right there. Contact us, phone number. Contact us, phone number. Now you actually got to go digging for that shit. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. So they're spending a lot of time telling you, we don't really want to deal with you. We're a public facing business and we don't want to deal with the public. Better. We're a public facing business and we don't want to hire a human being to speak to other human beings because we don't think it's worth the money. So we'd rather put the money into AI and let AI have the conversation with you. All the while, AI is being trained off of each and every single interaction. And we're only going to have where we used to have 50 people in the call center, we'll have 5. Yeah. Yeah. When I say they're in trouble, they're in trouble. There are certain businesses that they should actually be thinking, we're not good at this whole virtual thing. We're not good at it. Either we get better at it or we stop doing it. As they give themselves massive bonuses. Oh my God, yes. Not only do they not give you anything, they loan your money. Yep. Outlandish out interest rates. Yep. But here's the kicker. Oh my God. Here's the kicker. And we all know this. We put our money in the bank. We get like 0.0 whatever the hell back. And then they take it back in fees. So that's what I meant by they don't give us jack. Remember, they used to give us toasters and irons and this, that, and the other. Those went away. We used to get high interest rates. Those went away. Now it is a privilege for you to give us money to use to make money. And we're going to charge you for the privilege of us making money off of your money. Does that feel good to you? Was that sexy? Yeah. 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 It's not cute. Would you? Thank you. Because the pup was like, you know how they turn in circles so they can get comfortable and they finally stop and they land on you. He was taking a minute to get there. Lordy. But yeah, so we don't get anything. We get screwed. We get screwed. You have X amount of money in there. So here's my savings account with X amount of money. Here's my checking account with X amount of money. You don't keep money in a checking account. You keep money in a savings account. But a check came, a bill came due and you paid it out. And now you want to charge me an additional fee instead of saying, let's, let him slide because we're holding this amount of money from him or her or whatever. Yeah, nah. Every step of the way, it's nickel and diming, nickel and diming, nickel and diming. And it's all been allowed. Nickel and diming, nickel and diming, nickel and diming. The hell do I need a bank for anymore? And I'm talking about a regular bank. Let's go back to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is a freaking regular bank. They're not really known for investments. Do they have investments? Of course. Do they have loans? Of course. They have all that stuff. But they're not known for it. They're not the first place you're going to go. They're just not. They're an overgrown regional bank. And when I say overgrown, it's because, you got too big for your britches. That's why you have all those problems. Oh, and lordy, are they massive problems. I would not be surprised if they have to sell off assets to be able to cover their butts for the trouble that they're in right now. Need a sample packet of... I'm not going to say that out loud. Utanic, that was... It's a little raunchy, young man. It's a little raunchy. Truthful. Truthful. Very, very truthful. Got to say that. But very raunchy. Sir. Clutch my pearls. But yeah. So when I look at traditional finance and I look at new finance, people are learning about new finance, digital assets, and all this stuff real fast. Banking, all these derivatives, how they move, futures, options, just all this stuff. Why am I going to learn it on the old stuff and I can learn it on the new stuff? Oh, you want me to play on the stock market? Yeah, there's money to be made on the stock market. If I look at digital assets is more like Forex. It's a combination of Forex and stocks. So you kind of need to know both. Most people don't play the arbitrage game, like how much money am I making on this coin versus this coin, or this digital asset versus that digital asset. How do I compare the two, and how do I time it so I make money off the arbitrage and go make some dough, or off the delta and go make some dough. But you can game the system. CCS with free miles. You mean credit cards. You have to spell things out because I'm not going to be able to guess is what you're talking about. I got lucky that time. Credit cards and miles, 6 to 18 month balance transfers. Yeah, you have to game the system, but that's too much work. There are businesses out there that will help you game the system. What credit card is best for you? You know, I had that idea 2 decades ago. Me and my boy Elliot, we had that idea 2 decades ago. And we were just thinking about, well, how do we get the data? Well, I know how to get the data. How do we get backing? And who's going to think that's valuable? Nobody was thinking about it. And then here we have so many different services out here that are doing it. And what happened to all those services? They got bought out by bigger companies. They all got bought out by bigger companies. So I'm sitting back and I just go, at some point, people are just going to say, you know what? I don't need to have a bank. You know how many people are bankless? There are tons of people out there. There are millions, hundreds of millions around the world, bankless. They get by on cash. They don't get by on credit. Well, not too much credit. It's local credit. You know what I mean? Go to the grocery store. Hey, I'm running a little short today. Can you spot me that $5? Okay, cool. So I can eat. So I can go to work. And I'll give it to you when I get paid at the end of the week. See, that kind of credit. That kind of written piece of paper credit. That bodega credit. Right? And so when I look at that, I just go, yeah, there's too much going on with traditional finance. Traditional finance is in trouble. And not just in trouble because they don't understand the products that they have to change in order to be relevant in today's times, but because they're literally in freaking trouble. The government is like, hey, we've been letting this slide for a minute, but you can't do that anymore. That's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now. So when I look at what's going on with traditional finance, I need a reason. Well, I need to pay my bills. Okay, so I'll keep enough for like a couple of months worth of bills, and I'll keep it replenished, right? And I just pay my bills out. Auto pay, boom, 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 boom. And I make sure to pay all my bills on time so that I don't have to pay the overage over there. And I make sure that there's enough cash in the bank so I don't have to pay any overage fees. And I basically make it so that these fools don't make any money. Because if you really want to be petty, there are services out there, there are exchanges out there, wallets out there where you can create normal, I'm going to siphon this out of digital assets. You have certain wallets, I'm going to siphon this off of digital assets every month, and it'll go over there, and my bills will get paid. Yeah. So when I look at everything, I just sit there and I just kind of go, yeah, this is traditional banking has a problem. Traditional banking has a problem because it doesn't know, it just doesn't know what it is anymore. In this day and age, I don't even need an investment bank to go make investments. I can go do that myself now. So investment banks have to find ways to remain relevant. And there you go. And look, no flies. Hey, Bianca. So what else we got, everybody? We've been having this conversation for a minute and nobody's typed in anything else. I'm shocked. Ty, I'm surprised you don't have anything else to talk about. Hold on. When you say it's too much work, when we didn't have the staking option, are you asking a question, making a statement? I don't know. It's too much work to chase down all of the credit cards and, how much money. Listen, I have a great credit card, right? I have a Costco credit card. So you know what I do? Costco gives me money back. So every time I use that credit card, I already know I'm getting a discount. I don't care that it's only 1%, 2%, up to 4%, I think, on certain things. I don't care. It's fine. That's fine. I'm still getting money back. I'm still getting money back. So I slap everything on the Costco card because I'm getting money back. I don't want your freaking points. I don't want your freaking points. I want money. Give me money. Because at the end of the year, when I get that check, what do? I invest it. That's what I want. I don't want your points. I want you to give me money. Give me money. If I could get the credit card company, if I could get Costco instead to give me freaking Bitcoin, I would. Give me back my money in crypto. Save me a step. Thanks. Like for real, for real. Looking forward to the class. What class? No, just joking. Yeah. We got the class and we got the big bagger meeting. I have to send Hutanic an email because clearly he ate the email that I did send to him. You know what? I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna open it up. Let's see. Let me do a search for, you said Brax. Come on, everybody. I'm looking at it. There's Joaquin. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. There you are. And I know it's you because it has a hyphen in it. I know it's you. And you received it on 9/9 at 7:21 p.m., sir. But I'll send it again after the show. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I know it's Brax mail. I just told you what time you got it, man. How did I get Hutanic's invitation? No, it was a mistake. Everybody's email showed up. No, when I first sent out for the classes, it went to subscriptions, but this time I made the mistake and everybody's email is there. So it wasn't sent to him. It was for everybody. So I apologize for that slip up. Won't happen again. Or hopefully it won't happen again. I'm old. I can be forgetful. What else is there? You guys have nothing else to talk about? For real? In 27 minutes, you guys I gave you all that news and nobody's got anything to talk about except traditional finance versus modern finance. Again, I want you to do your own research on the banks that are out there. Go to the OCC, go to the FDIC and see, well, are there issues with my bank? You can actually look that up. What issues does my bank have? And you'll see stuff. That's not my problem that she doesn't see it. I sent it. She's to smack you in the back of the head. Patient one is here. She says she can't see it. I sent it for sure. You didn't hear me talk about Aave the other day? How I'm all about it? 64% of the freaking market space that it's in. 64% market share. Need I say anything else about Aave? Need I? Need I, sir? You said fine. I don't need you to find you. No, I'm not doing Discord. Screw Discord. They're a competitor. Screw them. But I don't need you to find me now because I have your email address. I mean, do you want me to send it to you now, sir? Fine. I'll send it to you now, sir. Because some people are such whiny little brats. Oh, my Lord. There you go. There's that one. I know you guys remember that song. But seriously, there's no other subjects that you guys need? No, I'm gonna send you a test. I'm gonna send you the email as a test. Does that sound good? That sounds great. Subs. Yep. And then we go here. Because I don't want to hear anything, sir. I don't want to. I want to make sure you actually get it. I don't need you whining and crying. Oh, I didn't get an email. Big baby. Yes, I'm bothering you today. Today is Bother Hootanic Day. Format text. There you go. There you go. I'll even. Oh, there you go. No. Don't send. Let me put a subject line in. GMB. All right, everybody, back on topic. Who's got a new topic for me? Didn't bother you when I said you the. Oh, did it bother me? Yeah, I just don't click links. I don't click links. And the reason it's not because I don't care or anything else like that. It's because sometimes links are bad. That's one. Two, the subject matter doesn't interest me. Three, I've seen it before, and those are the three reasons why I don't click links. But the number one reason is because I don't trust links. As a technologist, when people send me a link, I automatically think that there's something wrong with it. Automatically. If you want me to see something, I'd rather you tell me, hey, go look up this person over on YouTube. Right? They're saying something. But I never click a link. Here's something for you. I never click a link if all you do is send me a link. I don't have time to go click links and do all this stuff. Send me a reason why I should be clicking that link. Tell me, what is it about? And I can determine whether or not I should click the link or not, or go research it on my own. But I don't click links. It's sort of like when you're on IM and you're at the office and somebody says, hi, I never respond. I'm green as hell. I never respond to hi. It should be, hi, I have a question, or hi, can you help me with something? But it's not, it should never just be hi. It should, at the very least, it should be, hey, good morning, how you doing? You've said good morning, good afternoon, whatever. You've said you're cordial. And now you're literally waiting for me to respond to the last question. How are you doing? This is how I'm doing. How can I help you? That's how that goes in the office. So yeah, I don't click links if I don't know why I should be clicking a link. It's dangerous. It's actually dangerous. Remember when I told you guys, don't go scanning QR codes? Yeah. I actually had somebody try to give me a bad link. And I was like, I'm on a dumb computer. You're not going to catch me out there. You're not going to catch me sleeping. I have so many things loaded on all my machines that it'll be like, are you serious? You really clicked that? Here's why you shouldn't have clicked that. And it'll tell me why I shouldn't have clicked that. You thought that was English? Oh, that's funny. It was Cyrillic. Yeah. Yeah. Hold it. Who sent that? Was that Patient One, or was that you, Hutanic? I'm expecting the conversation to be very, very good, because there'll be a period of time where we're just getting to know each other. I'm expecting people like Hutanic, Mr. Big, Ty. I haven't heard from DMAC. I don't know if I have his email. Joaquin, Captain Banana is supposed to be there if they can make it. But I have a whole bunch of people that are supposed to be on there, and I'm expecting us to get to know each other. And people are I'm expecting just to get peppered with questions. What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on? And then we'll have a conversation about our thoughts on a given topic. So like Joaquin's like, yo, what's up with Ave? Yeah, it'll be like that. What I'm really expecting to happen is that we grow that group, and then we grow into a live in-person meetup. Like I said, I prefer the Caribbean, but some people want to do Mexico. Some crap about that damn Yucatan or something like that. So yeah. So I'm expecting there to be really good conversation, really good knowledge sharing, and it's a reason why we actually do Big Bagger, right? Everybody else might be dipping their toe in. Big baggers are not dipping their toe in. These are the people that are in the water, chin deep, not even neck deep, chin deep, talking about, come on in, the water's fine. That's who this is for. And it's for the people that want to be big baggers, right? If you want to be a big bagger, you have to hang out with other big baggers. That's why we're doing it. You want to know who we are on a personal level. What are you trying to say, man? You trying to know my shirt size or something? I said, what are you getting at? I'm just saying. Have you ever heard of talked about? No, I have not. And what's the rule when you're asking me about a project? What's the rule? You remember what the rule is? It's been a minute. So I won't hold it against you if you don't know. I'm sorry, I won't be able. What? Oh, damn. And I've been meaning to ask you how you're feeling. Listen, here's what you can do. You can still dial in, say hello, and stay quiet. So at least you'll hear everything that's going on. At least do that. You don't really have to. Maybe we'll take your mind off the pain, help you with pain management. But I get it. I totally get it if you can't make it. I totally get it. Invitation is still there for you, right? So one of the things that we're going to discuss is the timing of the Big Bagger meeting, because it's on a Sunday. And I think I'm looking, because I don't really want to do two things in one day, right? Sunday seems to be a really good day for training because people are kind of used to it. Like, so if I have a live training, Sunday seems to be a really good day for people. And the Big Bagger meetings are probably going to wind up replacing the Sunday roundup. I can see that because it's a lot on a Sunday. It's a lot. Like, I have a new treadmill that I have to put together. It's huge. It's heavy as hell. Like, damn. So I've got to put that together. And so I've got like tomorrow to put it together. Because Sunday I'm busy. Sunday, 12 p.m. I have a class. Then 4 p.m. I have, the crypto round. 4 p.m. then we have the meetup. No. Yeah, 12 is the class. 4 is the meetup. Is it? Yeah, 4 is the meetup. And so that's not enough time to actually get anything done. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Who voted? So we got 10 votes. Large caps, people made money. Mid caps, so large caps 50%, mid caps 30%, small caps 20%. Nice. Nice. Not mad about that. I want to know who made money off it. I don't think Mr. Big is here because he'd have been the micro cap dude. I understand. I understand if you have to sit it out. I totally get it. I totally get it. But that's all right. You're a big bagger. I'm telling you, you're a big bagger. So that's the way that is. So when we finally put it all together and we have, the regular time, you'll be on the list. So don't you worry about it. How do you don't remember the rule? All right. If you want me to look at a coin, what's the market cap rank? What's the market cap? What's its rank? How long has it been on there? And what is it? Give me a brief, what is it all about? I'm not going to blindly look into a coin, right? Because that's a waste of my time. I want to know, well, they say they're in this space. Okay. Because remember, my first determination is, are you a business masquerading as a coin? Are you a coin masquerading as a business? right? I need to know those things before I take a deeper dive, right? And then we take a deep dive and we get to see, and then who else is in this space? Because then I can pull up, like if it says, well, we're in D-pins, I can pull up all of the D-pin coins and see, well, are they listed? And if they're a micro, yeah, I can tell you right now, if they're a micro, that's probably not going to bode well. It's probably not going to bode well. And the reason why is because, again, are you a business that launched a coin so you could raise money and get charged by the SEC for having an ICO? If you're a business, then you should be a business. The problem is, in our space, you have a lot of businesses that say, "Oh, let's go create a coin, and then we can make money." Yeah. And then sometimes you have some real projects that really are doing something. But, you look at some of these projects. I mean, who was it the other day that they just walked away? They just walked away from the project. They gave up their smart contract. That was ugly. And then they were like, "Oh, we didn't do that though. That's not what we meant to do." You sent your contract to a null address. You meant to do that. That's not a mistake. So yeah, nah, I'm good off that. I'm like, no, I'm not. At that point, I just want to know names. So that if you get involved in another project, I know not to get involved in that project. If you get involved in that project, I know that if I'm already in that project, to get the hell out. Yup. Like there's a guy, I remember that whole conversation about Jason Derulo a while ago and his freak Jason Coin or whatever the heck it was. There's a guy that, that's involved with all these rug pulls, and he's well known for the rug pulls, and he's well known to get, stars involved so that he can do his rug pull. I want to know names so that I don't get involved. Now, if I look up a project and everybody's anonymous, no, that's a hard no. You could get away with that crap before, but right now, nope. I need to have names. Because if you're hiding behind a mask, you're hiding behind some BS name, screen name, yeah, nah, I'm not involved in your project, and I don't care what the hell you're doing. I don't care. I'm not going to trust you at all. Who's that woman with the male voice who is doing the basically the Star Trek, I can figure out whatever ailment you have? What was the name of that company? What was her name? She went to jail. I think she went to jail pregnant too. Because I think she got knocked up to see if that would, they would, give her some leniency. Yeah, nah, bitch, you're going to jail. It's foul. But yeah, it was a medical company. You give it a blood sample or something like that, and it figures out what kind of ailments you have, all that good stuff, and it helps fix everything. And like, yeah, Elizabeth Smart. There you go. Not so smart. Not so smart. So yeah, if a project is like that, immediate no. No, thank you. The days of anonymous development, yeah, I'm off that. I mean, here's why. What has not been done in crypto? You're hard pressed to find anything that has not been done already, right? All of the stock market, ideas are being carried over into crypto, derivatives, futures, blah, 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 freaking blah, right? So what is it that your project is doing that's so special that another project isn't already doing, that you think you have the chutzpah, the brass to go anonymous? Yeah, and I'm not dealing with you. So yeah, there are certain things that I look at that are immediate no's. As soon as I see it, it's not even a red flag. It's an immediate no. Don't have time for you. Because if you're this small and there's another project that does the same thing and they're this big, See where I'm going? It's standard business. There are barriers to entry. And you've got to be better than the established businesses. If you're not going to be first, you have to be best. Ask Pith. Look at Pith versus Chainlink. If you're not going to be first, you have to be best. And Pith is trying to prove that they're best. I don't know if they actually have proven that yet, but they're ranked. They're verified. They're tracked. They're used. They're bought. They're sold. They're like it's a real deal thing. That's how I look at it. How stupid would we have to be to have fallen for that? It's actually not that stupid of an idea. There are a lot of companies out there that are still working on that. So what was that movie? Big Hero 6. It sounds silly, but Big Hero 6 is exactly what everybody's shooting for. It's the same way that everybody was shooting for the Dick Tracy watch. We have it now, don't we? I mean, except for the video. Like, I don't think the Apple Watch does video yet. But how far away is it? Could they? Yes, they absolutely could. The cameras are small enough. Excuse me. The cameras are small enough. So everything comes from somebody's imagination. Like on Star Trek, you walk through a door and it's... Yeah, that whole thing, yeah, that came from somebody's imagination. And guess what? We have it now. Before, there's a couple of people going like this. Seriously, it was. But now we actually have it. By the way, all of the above options in the poll would have been my answer. Yeah, so you're like Hutanic. I made money off everything except Tron. I'm not holding anything by Justin Sun. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like, nah. Like, anything he touches is not an option for me. I don't trust him. Now you have an example of why I need to know names. He was involved in some very shady stuff before, so I will never trust him going forward. Snake is a snake. He might not be biting you now. He might not be biting you now. He could just be laying next to you, stretched out, because he's measuring you. Just saying. Agreed, mine too. Yep. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So, when I get into my research, when I really get down and dirty into my research, I need to do it as quickly as possible. So I figured out things that would immediately drop something from my purview, from my view, right? And then I figured out a combination of things that would drop something. And then you can go deeper into that. But I'm looking for all of those parameters. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm doing it real fast, rapid fire. Boom, 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 boom. Rapid fire, because I have a lot of stuff to research. Excuse me. Not enough wine, apparently. So yeah, there's that. There's that. Oh, Captain Banana. So, update on the self-paced class. I was told by my team to go take a seat, shut up, and wait. It's going to be modular, meaning you'll be able to take each piece. Like you could take a piece, pause, take a piece, pause. So it'll be done in pieces because there are a lot of pieces. You don't want to do it all in one straight shot. So it'll be that, and then it'll be a bit interactive because the app that we're moving to, or the technology that we're moving to. So they told me to sit back and wait because there's a lot of stuff that we can do. The first thing that's going to come out is going to be the cloud version of the crypto tracker. The second thing that's going to come out is going to be the self-paced class. And here's one of the reasons why we're willing to wait on the self-paced class. I can literally put it up right now and you'll be able to take the class. But I want you to have a good time taking the class because it's not a live class, right? So there are certain things that I want to happen. Here's the video. Here's the content. this timeline of the video, this content pops up. Like, I don't want you to have to work too much. I want you to sit back and learn. I want you to be able to take notes. There's also, a document that you get along with the class. We're actually thinking about turning that document also into a book. For those people that actually want something to read, right? You'd be able to read that book and actually understand how to do your own research as well. Just like taking a self-paced class. As a combination, it's better to take them as a combination, only because everything that's in the book is not necessarily in the class. Everything that's in the class is not necessarily in the book, because the class is like, so the class that we did a couple of weeks ago, it was based on the news of basically that last couple of days, where I was able to use those as examples. The self-paced class is going to be, well, you see this, you see this, you see this, so it'll be kind of a little stale. But you'd be able to see how it all happens, how it all works, and you'll definitely have a much better time having the content from the class as well as that particular document. So we're sending out both, on there, but we're also thinking about just selling the book by itself as well. I don't know, Eddie Cato. I'm not that old. So there's a lot going on. We're having a lot of fun getting this stuff up and running. I think the site's going to respond a lot better. The content will show up a lot faster. There's just a lot going. Like, the amount of work that we're putting into this is probably the most we've done for any one of our projects. And then after that, I promised that we would have the Roku channel up before the end of the year. And there are a couple of special things that we want to do with the Roku channel. So we have about 1,100 definitions for financial terms. And those definitions come in two flavors: portrait and regular landscape for television. So we'll want to put that on there so that you could actually perform a search on a word and actually see the definition. As well as obviously all the shows. So we've got, Monday is actually going to be the 100th episode of Crypto Overflow. That's the one the live that we do at night. So yeah, 100. Wow. It just hit me. That's 100. Not bad. We've been at it for a little bit. So we have the daytime show, which is Crypto Daily. We have the nighttime show, which is Crypto Overflow. We have Friday Flips. We have the Sunday Roundup. That's probably going to flip over to, I don't know if I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to kill the Sunday Roundup and move that permanently into the meetup. Because they're kind of different. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking that we probably will. There's also the fact that, currently I mostly only talk about crypto, but Grow My Bag is not just about crypto. It's about investment in general, period. So there's that. No, I won't. I absolutely won't. Instead, I'll go get the movies, because when I was a kid, I used to love Pink Panther. So I'm gonna go find the movie. Now I want to watch it. Now I want to watch it. Pink Panther, Herbie the Love Bug. They were just old. I went to radio when I first saw Herbie the Love Bug. My mom took me to Radio City Music Hall, and that was back when movie theaters were something to behold. At Radio City, the big red curtains would slowly open and you'd see the movie, and it was just awesome. Just a level of awesome that everybody in movie theaters right now, some of these movie theaters might be really plush and really nice, but to walk into Radio City and see that peel back, I'm an old man and I still remember it. Put it to you like that. I love it when the kids wear pink colored pants. They don't get the reference when they call them Pink Panther. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that, the older generations did that, making a comeback and nobody really understands, so it's all good. But yeah, we have a lot going on. We have a lot coming out. It's just awesome. I was supposed to see something earlier today, and I didn't get the call from my team. I suspect that, they just got tired, because they're up early and they go to bed late. So I wouldn't be surprised if I get a ding in the middle of the night. I got up this morning and I pinged one of the guys and he was like, Norman, what are you doing, man? And I was like, why the hell are you calling me? You sent me fucking spam at 3 o'clock in the morning while I was trying to get stuff done. And I was like, I didn't send you spam, man. He goes, if you saw this message, you would think that it came from you too, because you have that kind of laughter. And I was like, okay, I get it. So yeah. Hey, Eddie, want to give you props. I have learned so much here. Oh, man, I shouldn't have started reading that out loud. Thank you. You're going to make me blush. Seriously. I used to get frustrated because a lot was over my head and had to put in a lot of time to research. Frustration level had dropped a bunch. That's awesome. That actually makes me happy. I try to tell people that nothing that I discuss is really over your head. It's all about exposure. It really is all about exposure. The more exposure you get, the easier it is. Now you know why I tell you guys, you got to do research, even if it's just a little bit. You got to do research every day, because the more that you're exposed, the more that you're actually learning. It's sort of like the kid that spent so much time. Like in my high school, I went to one of the great high schools, but we were so smart that we were always trying to figure out ways that we can cheat. And there was this one girl, holy moly, the bubblegum wrappers? She would unfold a bubblegum wrapper and put the whole freaking course on that wrapper. Excuse me. And that one side it's one side. She used to write that small and that clear. Like, holy crap. Like, you could see it from a distance. Even though it was still small, you could see it from a distance. It was that clear. We used to spend time doing that. And, and then teachers would just laugh at us, right? Here we are wasting time trying to figure out how to cheat. And literally, because we're trying to figure out how to cheat, we were literally learning the subject matter. The more you do, the more you learn, the more you know. That's literally how I look at it. And I hope that, more people get that idea that the more you look at something, the more you learn, the more you get at it, the more that you're going to be like, I get it. Okay, I can do that. I can do that and be cool with it. Exactly. So for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, I know it's a lot. I know it's a hell of a lot. But it's not over your head. It's never going to be over your head. It's just going to be something new to learn, something new to research. That's it. It's sort of like, I used to do career coaching, and I used to tell people, spend 5 to 15 minutes on your resume per day. And people used to be like, huh? 5 to 15 minutes. There's always something to prune. There's always something to, I could have written that better. Let me write that better. And then you feel better about it. You go back tomorrow, you look at it and go, okay. And then 5 to 15 minutes on your career moves from writing to then your career. Well, I'm happy at my job, but let me look around and see what else is out there. Right? I knew somebody that was making like $100,000 a year, and they were like, I'm happy at my job. I'm making good money and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, but do you know the market value for your job? They hadn't done that in a while. And then they figured out that 100 could be 150. And they wound up getting the 150. Yeah. Because they became complacent. I know what I know. That's all I need to know. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm good. It's enough. But is it really? If you don't know that something exists, is what you have actually enough? Right? I did not know a long time ago that this Malbec existed. This Argentinian Malbec, I did not know existed. And then I found out about its existence, and I enjoy it. Enough is not always enough. It's enough for right now. That's why I invest. It's enough for right now. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for Growth. Oh, wait. I don't want to get yelled at. All right. So, 10 votes, hasn't changed. 50, 30, 20, 0. Large caps, mid caps, small caps, micro caps. All of the above except for Tron. And then somebody else, Joaquin was like, it's all of the above. Do I have any micro caps? I do have a micro cap. It's UFO Gaming. I bought that so long ago, I don't even pay attention to it. So I don't really count it as being in my portfolio. So yeah, everything that I have, I made money on, but I'm only in, I'm actually in small, mid, and large. I do not have any micros. No, because that's not a micro. Micro to me is sub 100 million, right? I don't have any micros. Wait, no, hold on. I could be wrong. Hold it. Let me go look this up. Bear with me. Let's clean that up. Let's do this. I'll take you guys along for the ride. How's that? Because I do have... Nope, not a micro. I do have a little bit of this, not a micro. I have no micros in my current portfolio. None. Is what it is. Is what it is. But we can end that poll right there. So remember, Friday night flips, I'm going to deliver news, and then I'm going to let you guys determine what the subject is going to be, what the agenda is going to be for that night. Let me see. World Mobile Token and Kopi are micro, and they were up. Yep, I believe they were up. I don't have slots for them. So nah. I have no slots whatsoever. And I have to believe that a micro is really going to make it, really going to do something, because you have to be able to put in. I mean, Shiba Inu was a micro. Saitama, which we screwed up on, was a micro. Saitama screwed us. I mean, they didn't screw us, but we screwed ourselves. But Shib was a micro. Doge was a micro. You have to have real belief. You have to really know. There is something that I was looking into. I'll take you guys along for the ride for this particular one. And it was big time. Yep. It's above 100 million, not a micro. Ranked as 302. I was thinking about buying this one because it's a game. I was thinking about getting involved in this one. But so here's what one of the reasons why I don't. So you look at this number, right? Then you look at this number because it's tied to that number. So yeah, nah. So I didn't wind up buying it. And it could be just because, well, could buy it, but it's really small. If you buy a lot, you could really move the market yourself. But it is a game, so I'm thinking about, maybe picking up some, but I'm obviously not going to put a lot of money into it because of that. So, but it's a game. So, I mean, games are making a comeback. I might be willing to take a chance on this one, and be like, yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I can do this one. Oh, it's on MetaMask and it's on there, so it means it's Ethereum based. It's ERC20. That's cool. That's absolutely cool. I like this. I like the fact that this is being buoyed by real volume. That's also nice. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I really hope that you like what I'm doing. I really hope that you like spending time with me. I did add to my ADA bag. I did. I'm up a lot. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely become a big bagger. We got a lot of things coming for our members, and big baggers are the biggest members out there. We've got a lot more coming, a lot more. Anyway, everybody, I hope I see you on Sunday, whether it be in the class and or the big bagger meetup. It's going to be a grand day. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.